We all effectively just got Isekai.
I should have just muted myself, dude. I couldn't.
Oh, and my mic was muted for that, so my lovely intro was ruined by stupidity.
You muted yourself?
Yeah.
I hit my throat tune already.
Damn it.
Professional.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
sadness.
what happens when you die and resuscitate.
Tragic.
So much better on paper, I'll tell you.
I'm such a fool. What a fool I
It's
am.
always better on paper, man. It was a great idea at the time.
It was an awesome idea until we executed it.
Yeah. As usual with this podcast, in fairness. But yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Isekai Podcast, the seasonal, I guess, podcast.
Even a season.
I mean, in fairness, with the amount of delays we're getting, I may just make it a weekly thing. It may be everybody, it may be me, I don't know. But I say that every time, so am I telling the truth this time? I don't know. We'll have...
You do say that every time.
I do say that every single time. I may make it like a thing, like a podcast thing, where we go over like anime news and shit. Not even because I super want to, but just because like shit has fallen down, and that's the new plan.
I get bored, so that'd be fun.
Yeah, there we go. Every
I got time.
we could do it.
In the chat, just donated $10. So.
Very, with the $10 dono. Thank you very much, Very. I have nothing to spend on IRL, so here you go, I guess. Thank you, Verdon. Thank you very much.
This is $2 to each of us, right, Jojo?
Sure.
Nah, it's all good, my guy. It's all good. We ain't getting paid for this. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, hey, this is sponsored by High Dive.
Yay, High Dive.
No, this is my channel.
Hey, it could be sponsored by High Dive. That's on JoJo.
I mean,
It's like everything else at you.
Okay.
actually sponsored by High Dive, I guess.
We're gonna do the usual introductions. My name is JoJo. I do that thing where I talk too much, and I am now gonna hand it over to Cullen, aka Dumbo Reviews.
Oh, I'm Cullen. I do the book reviews. I talk actual Chinese cartoons. These weebs who still haven't got a program that China's gonna take over. What's up? Really good season this season. Next season, King's Avatar. It's gonna be amazing. We'll take
I don't-
the world.
Cool, you're glitching out on
I'm
me.
super robot right now. I'm super robot mode right now.
Super fighting robot.
Well,
Mega
skip-
Man. Sorry.
I heard King's Avatar though, so woo!
Yay.
Yay!
Anime.
One of us always goes robot every stream.
It's not the funniest was still slow.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I'll take the crown for that one.
Verdon says, sponsored by Raid Shadow
Good lord.
God,
Raid
every time I-
Shallow
That
Lesions.
earlier, huh?
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Shady Lemons. Anyway. Somebody else, introduce yourselves. Isla.
Hi, I'm Ayla. I do still make videos, apparently. It's been like a while, but you know, work and life, eh? Isolation hasn't really affected me because I still need to work. But anyway, I make emotional videos on anime when I have the time, and I like to talk about seasonal stuff and just things that really hit me. My next video is on the Violet Evergarden OVA movie that came out, so that's what my next one's on. That's what I've written and I'm editing it at the moment, so hopefully that'll be out very soon, and I'm quite excited about it because I get to talk about Violet Evergarden, so yay!
Yay!
Hey!
For some reason you said
Yeah,
that
I'll
like
go.
Kaji from Given, just, yay, Haruki, yay! Who's...
Also, for anybody new, I'm Scottish. That's the accent is Scottish. It's not Irish, it's Scottish. And if you don't understand me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I try my best.
Oh, nah, they understand. They understand.
Oh no, they understand and they love. Like, that is a thing. Scott,
Right.
you're next.
Everybody, it's your boy Scott with the Scott Report over on my channel. I do, what do I do now? I do-
Damn.
No, just kidding. I do feature vids as well as can, and yeah. That's
Yay!
it. I'm not.
Woo!
Next up is Sloan. We're going alphabetical if you can't tell.
Oh, I could not tell. Sup everyone, you're female otaku, and I upload the fuck I want. Are we cursing?
I'd prefer if you didn't, but I suppose it's too late.
You world order.
Jojo, if you have me on a stream, that rule goes out the window.
Restrain! Attempt! Just attempt, that's all I ask.
Oh man, but I stream Let's Plays of Fake Grand Order, and then make anime discussion videos of whatever the heck, I said heck this time, I want. So yeah,
Appreciate
come on
that.
over. Woo.
Alright, I guess I'm last.
Yes. Save the best
yeah.
for last.
I am not going to refrain from cursing because that's just part of my vocabulary, but I hope you guys don't mind. But it's your
I
boy.
think this is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shady Lemon.
My New
Say
Year's
it right.
resolution was to stop fucking swearing. So
God damn
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's clearly working out for you, Scott. It's clearly working out.
Oh man.
People swearing
no.
on the stream.
I'm back to my old self, so you're gonna have the half-ass normal plug that I normally give. The only thing I ask is that if anybody wants to check out my latest Kaguya video and drop a like so I can sing this OP, that'd be appreciated. Thank you.
Woo!
Daddy do.
Yeah. So today we are here to talk a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot. It's kind of what we do here about the spring anime season. We are now on week 3-ish,
Mhm.
Yep.
and that's given us enough time to experience some of these shows, get attached only for those shows to be so coldly ripped away from us by the specter that shall go nameless. But yeah, some of these shows are going to get delayed. We'll get into that as we go, I think. If a show's getting delayed, we'll address it. But yeah,
They're all getting delayed.
they're pretty much all good.
I reckon they literally are all going to get delayed just because
Yeah.
of the way anime is made at this point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If anime
Exactly.
could stop being made like me in high school, like the last night before a deadline, that would be swell.
Good
It's
luck with
never gonna
changing,
happen,
changing
but-
a whole industry.
It'd be
But
great.
if this means anything to anybody, Kaguya won't be delayed. I can promise you that.
I believe it.
Can every
Yeah.
industry be? Can every studio be like Kaguya, please?
No.
It would be great if they were, though, wouldn't it? What a beautiful world that would be.
Unfortunately, we live in a world where there's some really, really awful studios. Really
Yeah.
awful studios to do in their management and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very sad.
but A1 Pictures though, you think they? Well,
It's not even a matter of just A1. It's a matter of the Kaguya staff, dude. Like the director has announced that they literally only have like 2 more episodes to do, so like, we're good.
Hatakayama, like, tight ship over there.
And he has free reign too, so like,
Yeah.
we're good. We're good.
that's what I thought everyone was. And it's
I'm
like,
concerned
oh.
about my god sauce Furuba, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what
I'm
happens.
super concerned about Furuba, but I would like to believe in my heart that Furuba has been done well in advance
I
with
think
all the
Furuba
time.
has been done well in advance because I watched the dub, right? Because I was a really big fan of the dub when I was a kid, and the
Same.
dub cast returned for like Funimation brought the dub cast back, all the dub cast practically, and Catlin, the director, announced that they had basically dubbed all of Fruit Basket like in advance because they had all the episodes. So I imagine that season 2 will be semi-similar, at least, like because they already had a lot of the episodes. I heard that recently in the Cartoon Cyphers video on how COVID has affected the dubbing industry, which is totally worth watching. To like plug them, but like that video was
Yeah,
like,
follow my boys.
yeah, it's a really good video on like how like dubbing and VO and everything will be affected with COVID. So or the Spectre who shall not be named. Sorry, sorry.
And demonetize.
And demonetize. But yeah, so there's that. So I think that should be okay. I think we'll be okay.
We'll get more into delays as we go. If a show has been or is will be, we'll get into it show per show, I suppose.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Kind
You can
of
follow along with-
unprofessional ship would delay themselves by even 15 minutes.
I
It's
know,
just
right?
terrible.
How unprofessional. It wasn't my fault this time.
And it wasn't me, god damn it, to everyone who was accusing me.
Damn.
I like that everybody immediately was like, cool, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
I thought for
totally.
sure everyone would be like, it's JoJo. It's like, oh.
I mean, Ku has a track. Not recently though, so I don't know why people. But you used to have a track record of being late, dude.
I mean, those were literally called the no live streams. We just did.
Oh, Sloan, I appreciate that. If anybody wants to follow along, there's the live chart link. Sort by title, and away we go.
Woo!
We're gonna basically have Ku, quote unquote, yell at us if we go too long. Although I don't think any of us have seen this, so I think we'll be fine. I mean, I saw the first episode of this, but it was ages ago.
I saw it.
A3.
Yeah, that's all it is one episode.
Yeah. A3.
We are talking about. Oh, A3. I thought we were talking about Apare Raman. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, it's only one episode.
Honestly, dude, we should just skip to the shit that somebody has seen, because like, there's no reason to even go over this.
Okay, I'm just gonna say A3 is cute, but that's all it is. Moving
If
on.
you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen an episode, but that's it. A certain scientific railgun thing. Anybody?
I'm not watching it right now.
Is this the thing that's been
Are we
delayed
going-
like so much
It
that it's
has
kind of
been.
sad?
Is there still a Core 1 right now?
I think so.
Yeah, it's. I'll wait.
Damn. Ahiru no Sora's still going. Good for
Still
Ahiru no
going.
Sora. And Apare Ranman.
Okay, cool. Seen it.
Sloan,
I
sell
just
it
watched
to
it
me.
today.
Slow
I've
and sell it to me.
seen episode 1.
Okay, so I'll be honest, it's a tad bit of a start than I expected. But from what we've seen in the very first couple minutes of the first episode, we know it's going to be a very fun ride because it's about a huge race across America, JoJo's Part 7, but nowhere near as long. And no horses, it's cars.
And no stands.
No stands.
You know,
Makes
stands.
it boring. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. It literally is JoJo Part 7, though. I mean, the whole premise is, okay, everybody from around the country is going to meet up in LA and we're going to race to New York and get a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your wild cast of characters, and I'm liking who we have so far. The annoying part is gathering them, which is so far taking more than 2 episodes, and we don't know how long the series is going to be, but it's already
Delay.
delayed.
Delayed. You gotta do
But
it
for an
like a
anime
combo
original,
breaker.
I think for an anime original, I think it's going to be a fun time once we get the rest of it. I just hope they gather the crew by episode 3, and then we can start the race, please. That'd be nice. So,
Right.
yeah.
Alas, I do not know when the next episode, or when it will come back. That's the other thing, is they're just like, eventually. It's like, oh, that's not a good sign.
I'm very disappointed in PA Works, I'll be honest. I'm not used to this sort of thing from them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
usually
what's the kind of been
they're
going
pretty
downhill
solid
for
usually.
years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme.
When I, like PA Works I associate with, like, good and then not. Like, that's,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
PA Works. Like, that'd
And
be great.
it's
or
always
not.
just it's always back and forth with them too, because they'll do really good and then they'll do like okay. It's just like how we had Princess Principal, which was like really good, and then we got Sirius of the Jaeger, which was like
Yeah.
That was very
Yeah,
nice animation though.
Yeah, they're a very, like, mixed bag of a studio. It's like, sometimes it's good. Other times
They
it's
also just
glasslit.
made the Shirobako movie though, which nobody will ever get to see because no one's ever going to bring that over here.
Sad.
But I want to see it. Sad times.
Oh, yeah, and Faragon, like somebody pointed out in chat.
oh jeez, I forgot all about that series.
Whoa.
But yeah, Apare Ramon, it's neat. But that's kind of all it is. It's kind of a neat concept. Yeah, I didn't watch past episode 1 because I was just like, all right, I mean, eh. And I didn't watch past episode 1, and neither did any of you guys in chat, apparently.
Oh, really? I saw episode 2 earlier today.
No,
Yeah, it just came on today, so
like, all I know is nobody watched this, or at least like nobody in my crowd watched this, because like I even went on the Discord like, anybody watching Apare Ranman? It was like 2 people like, yay, and then like and then just
I was one of
crickets.
them. I think I was one of them. Like
Yeah, me. It's like, oh man. I hope it lands on its feet and finds an audience. I hope maybe it gets like a cult following, because it's like the best I think it can hope for at this point.
it's as fun as it sounds.
It's very fun. It's got a really fun jazzy soundtrack too.
Oh, I love that.
But there's no point in starting it now. I
No.
have to be honest. Now's not the time to start it. Just wait till it gets back on track.
Yep.
Which
that
who
everything?
knows when that will be, but anyway.
Oh, Delito.
Deleto. The Deleto.
Perfect.
Um,
All right.
no,
next
Star
up.
Platinum delayed. There you go. Star Platinum delayed.
Limited delayed works.
Unlimited delay works. There you go. Next up, Argonavis. I'm assuming nobody's watching the Bag Boom thing.
Nah.
Art.
A game?
It's boring.
It's boring. Yay!
Jeez.
Yay! Howdy!
Really
Yay!
I wasn't gonna say anything. 'Cause I thought I'd be a jackass for saying.
I feel
That art is boring.
Yeah.
No, it's boring. It shouldn't be an anime. It makes no sense.
No, you had said, I think I'd commented on it, Sonia, and you had said to me, like, it should be a live action, and that's, like, exactly, it should be a live action. It's, the art's boring, the art's not doing anything enough to make it worth being an anime, so it feels like, why put all that effort into making this an anime when you could have made it into a live action? Like,
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm used to, simple things that like slice of life genre or like the other historical genre where, it could be a live action, but there's something about it that makes it, an anime. Like for example, with slice of life anime, you have the moe aspect. You don't want to see the moe aspect in live action. That is just cringe.
Speak for yourself.
I'm sorry.
Watch a Scion Sono film and then tell me that isn't greatness. Anime and live action can be a...
All right then.
Sloan, I think we're alone though. I think the chat likes art. I think you and I are like.
I just
alone
thought it
with
was
art.
just very slow. It was very boring, and it's just not what I look for in anime. It's like
I love
A slice of
I
life,
really do. It's like one of my favorite.
and
genres.
then it's slice of life, and then it's something I should probably be watching on like HBO.
The
It
chat.
kind of just feels like
Yeah.
It's kind of
cable
interesting
series.
that that's the line that you guys are coming up with, because I'm pretty sure that's why you guys said you all loved... What was the Viking one? That's
Vinland Saga.
with Vinland
See, but that's the
Saga-
thing is
Vinland
Vinland
Saga
Saga
still
is
feels
Vikings.
like an anime. Like
Like it's Vikings and it's battles and art is just
It's just normal Renaissance. This is like the Renaissance period, I believe. So I'm like, why isn't this on PBS?
I mean, in
don't
fairness, the
understand.
Renaissance is
Yeah.
like my favorite time period because
Yeah,
I
man.
think it
Assassin's
could have
Creed 2.
potential to be a really good story. It just, I don't know if I really like it as an anime. I guess.
oh
is
no.
Yeah.
It's
think
just
it's-
like historical just doesn't hit that mark. Just like way back, I don't know if you guys remember Onihei, for example, like with Amazon.
I remember that shit.
I felt like I was watching Law and Order with swords. It's just the right way.
Yeah, wow, Chad is like completely against us on this
Yeah,
one.
chat likes
That's
art.
fine. I'm all for agreeing to disagree.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
something many
You.
anime fans hate, but I don't hate that.
Oh,
so.
no,
I'm
yeah.
glad you guys like art because it
I
means
just-
people are watching it, and I think that's important too. I think everyone.
Here's my take, and I didn't watch it because after what Sloan said, I agreed. But I think that even if you are enjoying this, it's not something that should watch weekly. So
It doesn't seem like it.
even if it is like as you guys say, I think that it would benefit from watching it in a binge format versus watching it weekly.
That's true.
Yeah. Moving on. Ascendance of a Bookworm, season 2.
Mhm.
Jojo.
Okay. Am
That's
I
all
the
you
only one who's seen this?
I'm watching it.
Okay, good. I was like, oh. Like as soon as I heard the silence, I was like, oh, that's not good.
No, I'm watching
We
it.
were waiting for you because we know this is your girl.
I won't go that far. Ascendance of a Bookworm is a good show. I think mine as a character I like. It's weird for me because everybody ships mine with different people, and I think mine's like the one character you can't ship with anybody.
Right, I don't get that.
Yeah, because she is 18, but in the body of like a 10-year-old.
Just like the new norm with Isekai right now.
Yeah, you can't ship those protagonists with anybody to me because it's squicky all ways. It's like, no, it's uncomfortable in every variety, so no.
There's instances where like you've done it though.
Yeah,
So-
like there was a point where I was just like I said in a video and I regretted it like immediately after uploading it that I was like Lutz and mine are kind of sweet, and then later in the next video I'm like, okay, allow me to change that. Like, Lutz and mine are going to be sweet when they grow up.
Well, it's not as bad as like an extreme scenario of, for example, like Erased, right? Like the man
Erased is like
the man is actively the like and thought process of his older self, yet he is flirting with this.
Oh no,
We're not
she
gonna talk
is
about it.
fully cognizant. Like she is an adult.
Yeah,
Like, and is like
that's what
into
makes
him.
it weird.
Yeah.
Like two kids getting together, you can find that cute. But
Yeah.
yeah, when she's
yeah,
got the mind of an 18-year-old, it's kind of like
Yeah.
well,
it's
that is
creep.
kinda
It's,
And
weird.
it's
if
definitely
anybody-
still creep.
If
a little
anybody
weird.
in the chat is new and is wondering why that's an issue for me, welcome to the channel. That's a thing. I'm a very shippy dude. It's gonna come up in conversation. The season itself, though, is proving to be very interesting. If you liked the lore from the latter half of season 1, I won't go too far into it for those who haven't seen it. But there's like a lot of interesting stuff that comes up at the end of season 1 that kind of flips a lot of the world on its head, and you're like, whoa, wait, what? A lot of that is getting explored in season 2. It's super interesting. Benno is still serving out looks left and right. My boy Benno is great. Love Benno. Mine, in her persistent need for books, is adorable. I really don't like the new characters. They are getting on my nerves, but I think that's the point of them. And Fran is cool. I like Fran. But that's pretty much it. It looks like it's going to be the same thing from Bookworm Season 1, which is to say it's going to be frustrating at times because people keep getting in Mine's way without realizing they're getting in her way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where her adventures take her now that she actually has a library.
I feel like this was also supposed to have been 2 core. Just it is technically, but
Yeah, they're
it's
calling
that whole
it
weird thing. It's that weird thing like way back with Stray Dogs, where it's like, okay, why are you calling this season 2? We already told us it was going to be 24 episodes.
Well, it hasn't been as blatant as that until Magia Record to me, Scott. Like that was
Yeah,
announced.
that was straight
that was
up.
announced as a 24 episode season, and then they dropped the shit like, oh, what the?
What the fuck was that?
What
Oh
is this?
Jesus!
Yeah,
happening?
wait.
What is that?
That's coming from Scott.
That was scary.
I don't even remember what I was trying to say anymore.
I
Oh, sorry.
gotta get my just me and I are freaking out in Animal
Maybe that was
Crossing.
a sign. I don't know.
It's like, yeah.
Did we die and resuscitate again? How did we die?
Oh shit. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, let's okay.
That was clearly a
Bookworm,
sign.
bookworm done, I guess. Then it's a whole lot of nothing for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we get to BNA.
Brand new animal.
Yee.
I only watched the first episode, so that's all I
So
can
did
comment
I.
on.
Waiting for Netflix.
Okay.
Okay, well let's just talk about the first episode.
Sounds
Let's
good.
talk about
Go ahead.
So personally, I was pleasantly surprised with what I got. I mean, everybody had Trigger on their normal shit as far as the staff that's on this project. So I think it has a lot of potential. I'm curious to see where it goes. Because I think the narrative is very solid. I think the themes and the messages that the series are trying to espouse are important. And I guess more importantly for anime fans, it's executed very well. That's just my take on the first episode. I don't know how anybody else felt.
The staff is the staff from Little Witch Academia.
Yeah,
It's
Pretty
it's
much.
mostly yeah, like it's
Yo, Yoshinari! He's
Mhm.
on this. Hey, that's my boy.
It's very exciting because I love Little Witch Academia. I know everyone's got their favorite Trigger thing, but like Little Witch is mine until Promare, and then I struggle a little bit because I really like Promare. But
I agree with you, Anna.
and we don't
I agree with
really
you.
we can't really count Gurren Lagann because like technically it's not Trigger, but anyway.
No. When Gainax and Trigger are two different things.
Gainax and Trigger, right? But like, if we're talking pure Trigger shows that were made in the Trigger era of Trigger, Little Witch is my favorite Trigger show. So
and it's got to be pure Trigger. It can't Darla Fran not in the conversation.
Yeah,
you know?
Darla Fran can't be in the conversation because got one in it, right? So like, this is a pure. Little Witch is a pure Trigger show, and BNA is a pure Trigger show, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Again, I've only seen the first episode, but I liked it. I thought it seemed really interesting. I like the idea of it. I'm not really on board with the fact I'm now a furry, so
it's a little hard to get grips with.
Like, see, for me, I'm in my furry mode right.
Oh Lord.
Like, between B-Stars and like BNA and the fact that like my profile picture is like a Inosuke, I feel like I just
and you're playing Animal Crossing right now.
Like a cool furry. I don't know when this happened, but it's happened. I think I either need to embrace it or just like change and revert backwards. It's quite hard when you've got all these very good shows with animals. So that's what I am. I'm currently trying to figure out how to embrace my furry life.
I'm embracing it, and I'm not embracing it in like a kinky furry way. I'm embracing it in like, I understand furry culture a lot better now in a weird way, and that might be from following certain individuals or not. But I just think that there's certain things that you can accomplish by using anthropomorphic animals that you can't accomplish otherwise, right? And there's you can get across without harming sensitive groups by using these creatures that you couldn't do otherwise, and I think that is a great tool that they have at their disposal with series like this.
Yeah, that's what makes Beastars.
Y'all are fucking disgusting.
What did I say that was fucking disgusting? Did I? Blowjob bunny
You didn't
sexy?
let me finish.
That's facts.
You didn't let me finish.
Blowjob
I was going to say,
bunny.
y'all are fucking disgusting. He says while uploading a video called White Cat Legend is the best animation of the season.
Blowjob bunny.
Blowjob buddy. Blowjob buddy.
Guys, you ruined that for Sloan and I. Sloan and I went into B-Stars with like bright
Look, her
eyes,
name is Haru, okay, and
tails,
she's a
and
lovely, lovely person.
Haru is
She's a
fantastic.
lovely, lovely blowjob bunny. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
Just because she likes to
Look,
give
it's
blowjobs
part
is
of her
not a knock
personality.
against her. Look,
You have to love
That is in no way, shape, or form against her. It's her character.
look, she likes to
It's
give
her.
blowjobs. What's wrong with that? Nobody's judging.
Exactly.
Nobody's
She knows
judging.
value for money. Don't be hating on sex workers.
Oh my god.
That's not
You're
her
never getting this
character.
monetized.
That went in a
Jojo.
different direction.
I just want you to know that you're never getting this podcast monetized.
Yeah, no, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah,
It's
well,
okay because we're already sponsored by, I don't know, Fairlife.
I don't know, NordVPN.
this video is sponsored by viewers like
This video
you.
is sponsored by.
Everybody drop a super chat to sponsor the podcast.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Oh no.
Love you. Bye.
We
Okay.
sound like what's his face? Buy my merch every 2 seconds.
It's a joke.
Yo, buy the Supreme logo.
Nobody actually drop a super.
Don't listen to that
Actually,
man. Drop
well-
as many super chats as your heart
Man,
desires.
all right, do something in the middle of what the two things I just said. God damn it.
Nothing or everything.
Sponsored by
You
Crunchyroll.
want to drop a super chat, you can. You want to give JoJo a blowjob, you can.
I really prefer if you didn't do the last one.
No, he didn't offer consent for that.
Yeah, that's that. No, I would really prefer if you didn't do that last.
See
one.
Sloan sign? That's everyone. So
All right, let's move on for BNA. Nobody else has anything else to say.
it's very good, and I think like if you're not sailing down the straw hat with the straw hat crew or anything like that, you know, you could wait for Netflix. I think it could be a good one. That's
Or
the
you
last
can
thing I'll
sail with the straw hats,
say. Or you can sail with the straw hats. That's
which is what I did.
Look,
I
man,
think the first episode's pretty, but that's
Look, if I don't like to promote this shit, but as far as subgroups go, Senshi has been integral for my last like 3 to 4 years of existence. You know what I'm saying? Like Little Witch, Violet Evergarden, this like they many more. They've done an excellent job. Carolyn Tuesday, they've done an excellent job providing me with Netflix shit that is locked in Netflix jail. So I can't hate.
Yeah.
unless you know.
And you should support fan subbers. Most of them do it for free because they love anime just like you. Just support
Right.
it when it comes out.
And they just want to get it to us timely.
Yeah.
And if Netflix would just release it at the same time, we wouldn't need them to do that. But
Yeah, why do they do it with K-dramas but not with anime? That's what I want.
because more people watch the K-dramas, man.
Oh
That's
my
why.
gosh, I'm genuinely surprised. Anyway, what's the next one?
There.
Are you guys watching the fishing
No,
show?
Nope.
Can you not
No.
get off the thing? Isla was failing to sit on a log just now. It was really funny. Okay, anyway,
Move on, guys. Move on.
Isla-
I'll try and
not
sit on this log.
yeah. I was gonna say, Isla struggles in the background. Let's move on to I don't think anybody's watching Days at Breakwater, but that was also
No.
postponed, which is sad. Digimon Adventure. Is anybody else watching Digimon Adventure?
Digimon's back, guys.
Is so good. It has no reason to be as good as it is.
Ah, man,
It
Digimon's
is.
back in force, boys. It's awesome. I'm
It
very
is better than. Sadly, the fishing one is also. This is true. Digimon Adventure, apparently, according to staff, like the mandate was okay. The first 3 episodes have to be our War Games level. And I was like, yeah, you can tell. Like, when you watch the first 2 episodes, it is so clearly like, we liked that movie, and I guess the show too, because it is straight up the movie. Like, it is the movie, but they're starting from scratch. Same characters, same everything, but it's totally starting from scratch. You have all the animators, not all, but you have like a lot of the animators who worked on Dragon Ball Super Broly, coming in. Like, I can't remember his name now. Shit. What the animator who did the entire Goku versus Broly fight, like that full, like, however long stretch of time, he animated Agumon digivolving into Greymon, which like lit the internet on fire for a hot second. It's a stunning looking show. It has no right to look as good as it does. And listen, like, Digimon Adventure is my shit. I love Digimon Adventure 01 and 02. I should probably finish 3. But
You son of a bitch.
I know, I'm sorry. I know I never finished Tamers. But like, consider, like, you have to watch this knowing that it's not a remake, it's a reboot, and those are different things. Like, this is not trying to be the original series. In fact, they don't even make it to summer camp, and that's not a spoiler. Like, that is literally
Like Final
the first
Fantasy
second.
remake, which is actually a reboot, even though it's called remake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I haven't finished yet, so don't say anything.
I'll say things.
But yeah, if you want to give it a chance, give it a chance. I think it's really good.
I would agree.
Yeah. If
So we're
you
putting their
Well, you've
best
actually just
behind
sold that for me, because I didn't watch it mainly because Try was such shit. But hearing that it's actually good, now I want to watch it.
Yep, same character designer as Adventure 1 too, so everybody looks on model, like they look the exact same. It's great, man. I will say there's a lot of people screaming power levels at the screen, like people shouting like they shouldn't be this strong right away, because like, again, without saying too much, it's our War Games. What happens? That should tell you why everybody's screaming power levels. Like, so, because it's like, what the fuck? But I'm really excited to see how the new version of the digital world looks, because we haven't even gotten there yet. We're just in the net, so it should be interesting. But yeah, that's Digimon Adventure. Isla, you got anything?
No, I just agree with everything you've said. It's like really nice to see Digimon come back as like a reboot, not a remake. Like, it's nice to see these characters again. It's interesting for me because I grew up with Digimon, so I'm watching the Japanese version this time, and I grew up with the dub, and I remember watching Try and waiting like months and months and months for the dub of Try so I could hear my old cast back and things. But it's this time I decided not to do that because Try was
Bad.
something. Try wasn't what I wanted it to be, which
Yeah.
is such a disappointment for me. But that's like that's the story for another day. But like this looks really good. I'm really excited because I do really like Digimon a lot as like a series and a franchise. So I think there could be a lot. I think it could go really far, and I'm excited to see what they do with this whole rebooting it in this new era, with like the same people, but like new animators on board and just different kind of vibe to it. So yeah, I would totally recommend it. If you've never seen Digimon before, or even if you're an old fan, it's definitely something you should check out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it can be like anybody can hop onto this one. It's very accessible.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I was like, me and Isla got that reference. Yay. Moving on. Is anybody watching Dropkick on My Devil? Just figured I'd ask.
Screw that. Let's go to Fruits Basket.
I was gonna say Food Wars, but I guess everybody's also not watching Food Wars.
I'm surprised Food Wars
Got
pops up
cancelled.
on yours. It's not popping up on my live chart.
It's here for me. It's also delayed. The black-haired character looks kind of hot, but that's all I know. That's all I could say on that.
Food Wars is also delayed.
Yes, sadly. Let's go ahead and talk about the God Sauce. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like that's why I don't want it delayed. I'm like, please, no. This is my happy place. Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
Soma
the best
estate
bit.
is my happy place. Like Shigure's house. That's what makes me happy right now. Even though Shigure's a little shit.
Oh, but we love him.
We love him, but he's a
we
shit.
love him.
Yeah.
Fruits Basket just makes me feel so warm and cozy and happy. Like there's like no other way to describe Fruits Basket. Like it just gives me this feeling inside that no other anime really can. It's the purest definition of like a shoujo. It's just lovely. I just love it. I love
So
it
you
so
mean
much.
you're not in a state of depression after every other episode? Wow.
I mean, I'm just happy that like it exists.
Mhm.
And,
Oh, yes.
and I'm happy that I have it in this period of time in this world that we're in at the minute, and I love the first season, and they're just continuing on from that kind of excellence. And again, I feel like I'm like talking like I'm a massive dub fan, but I am watching the dub for this.
Me too. Don't worry. No, me too.
So
Blasphemous.
and if
It's
you
too
did-
good. I can't.
the dub is too good. The dub is actually brilliant. Like the dub is so well done. And it's really nice to hear my favorite cast members come back and everything. And I'm sure you're the same, Sloan. And the dub's just awesome. It's and I'm sure the sub is fantastic as well. But for Fruba, like my old ties to the dub are too strong, and I can't let them go. So
Exactly.
But Isla,
it's really nice to
Ash
hear them.
Lynx is Kyo.
I know.
Is he actually?
Yes, and he's great.
I
Wow.
bet he is.
I will say there's moments where he slips a little bit, and I'm like, Ash? And then he comes back, I'm like, damn it. Man. It's
I
good
just
stuff.
can't let it go, man. But it's really good. I love Fruba. I love.
It's
Fruba.
kind of
I'm super
wild
happy.
because I did watch the original back in the day, and so I knew everything that was gonna, or almost everything that was gonna happen with the first season. But now with the second season, I don't know what to expect, and I'm kind of
Never read the
freaking out.
Did you ever read the manga? No.
I didn't. My friend read the manga though, so she's told me like a few things of what to expect, but no
Interesting.
major spoilers or anything.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that was the most interesting part of transitioning from season 1 to season 2 was seeing people talk about how, like, in season 1 everyone's just like, you ain't ready, and then watching those same people be like, now I'm not ready because I don't know what the fuck happens. Like, that's like, whoa, sudden shift in tone.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
And then you have just like the pocket of manga fans who are like, none of you are ready. Well, like all the manga fans just screaming beach at me, and I'm like, why are you screaming beach at me and not bitch? Beach.
There's a difference there.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Well, because like that's the thing. Like even like the poster has a beach. The chat will not shut up about the beach. Everybody's going like beach, 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 and I'm like, what happens on this goddamn beach? And everyone's like,
Is it
I
like
can't tell you. So it's like,
It's like the water. It's like the water thing on Attack on Titan. Like, what are you talking about with the water? Like, no, shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Ocean. What do you mean ocean? Why do you keep saying ocean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, it was literally like that's how I'm feeling. That same sort of like, what do you mean? Like why do you keep referencing things? And literally, somebody's like beach. Yeah, exactly. Like JoJo's. Okay, master. Anyway, I'm not.
Okay.
Let's kill the whole. Listen, man, Echo's great.
Did we
Echoes
just,
is
I can't believe you said that during our fruits basket segment of all.
Okay, that's what I would love if somebody did to Akito. Fuck that guy.
Oh nah. Mm-mm.
Akito is. Listen, I don't want to keep going because I know manga fans are like every time I mention Fruits Basket, it's like it is taking everything in my power not to tell you things. So I don't want to talk about like future character arcs and stuff. Oh, okay, all right.
We died.
We
With me
got-
then.
All right.
We didn't make it out. We didn't make it out of Fruba, which is weird because Fruba is super wholesome. But we didn't make it out of Fruba.
All right, time to empty out your wallets, guys. It's time for Balance Unlimited.
Balance Unlimited.
So
Wait a minute, huh?
How are
that's
you
what-
sorting? Okay, is it Because mine's
Like,
English titles by title. By title.
I have it by title.
What have you done?
English title?
Japanese? Or...
Mine is in Romanji.
There you go. Yeah, because I was like,
Switch.
what are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
We completely skip over the show that's not Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks like we skipped that already from the way how I ordered things. So there we go.
Yeah.
English titles now.
Are we
Yay!
talking about English titles? Okay.
I don't think we skipped it. I think it's just lower. Yeah, it's the Millionaire Detective in English, so it's like near the bottom.
I can't think of
Okay.
my English titles. Oh my.
I know. Yeah, someone in the chat was like, "What
Now,
the
where
fuck
the
was that?"
fuck are we?
Like, just sudden ReZero sounds. So the next one we're gonna talk about, and I hope Sun is prepared for this.
Oh,
Next
my
one we're gonna be talking about is
shit.
Glepner.
Ah, fuck.
Fucking hell yes,
Oh
dude.
man,
Like Glepner is
give me all of this show.
100%. 100. I need to change my character's little emote from joy to glee. Because Glepner is Glepner is way better than I thought it was gonna be. Because I thought it was just gonna be like weird, dumb fun. Like I thought it was gonna be
Right.
like what's the show?
Kunohana?
What?
Oh,
Haku no Hana?
that.
No. I'm thinking of the show. It came out last season.
So weird.
It was like
It's
a
one of
death
those-
gamey kind of show.
Darwin's game.
Darwin's a
Darwin's
game.
game.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it.
I thought it was gonna be like, well, yeah, like Darwin's game is fun, but I thought it was gonna be like that, where it's just like it's kind of trashy, but it's fun. Glepner is trashy, but
Oh,
it's
it is
like
blatantly trashy.
yeah, but that's the thing is like the difference is like Darwin's game is trashy, but like is trying to be like I'm not trashy, I'm like a death game, I'm really interesting. Glepner's like nah, bitch, like we are trash, and we're in
Yeah,
here.
And we're getting to that. We're
Glepner
getting
is
to
more
the
like Mirai Nikki.
Yeah, this is like making a throne out of trash, and it's like not only am I trash, I'm the fucking king. Like that's
to know what you're
Glepner's
getting.
doing.
To know what you're getting into with this show, like the very first scene, you got like a hot dude that comes out of a vending machine. So it's like, oh,
Yeah,
He was
like
a
this-
hot dude. I will not deny.
Yeah, is Isla's character's like, what the fuck? It's it's
Oh, Isla, have you not watched Glepner?
No, so I don't know who she
Oh.
is. I don't know what she does. But that blonde girl.
like I,
oh,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
fine.
That's
She-
all I
you need to
needed.
talk about it.
All you need in the trailer is just her doing that smile, and you're like,
Yeah,
fuck yes,
like,
I'm on
I don't know
board.
who that is. But
Now I
would
don't
like
want to
know.
spoil Isla, but
Yeah,
we need to talk about it.
I want to talk to
No,
you
you
about yeah.
spoil me. I'm gonna watch it after this podcast. I meant to watch it today and I didn't get a chance. So like, just spoil it for me. I'm okay, as long as the
I'll-
chat's okay with.
I'll avoid
Alright,
like
well.
specific things, but and I don't know if Scott was gonna say this, but I will say it is a much more animated show, is what I'll say. Like there is like sudden bursts of Sakuga out of fucking nowhere, and I was like, whoa,
Nowhere.
like yeah, like it's
And
From
wild.
Pine Jam, who's on the team?
it's very weird. It's very dark, and it's very fun.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
I'm
much
here for it every week.
yeah.
Okay,
It
so, like
is-
the reason why I dropped it, it's just too weird for me. But I will say, nominated for one of the best scenes of the year is when she sticks up the middle finger.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, that like
Yeah, that was awesome.
I lost it. I was like, okay, you get points.
it is.
I would say watch episode 2 if you haven't, and because episode 2, I think if you can't get with it after that episode, it's probably just gonna get wilder.
Yeah, because episode 1 is like weird, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
like, and then episode 2 is like, "This is what the show is gonna be."
This
Like,
guy,
oh,
I gotta
okay.
say it. It's just like Darling in the fursuit.
Darling, yeah, yeah. A lot of people are doing the like, "It's Darling in the fursuit." It is like I remember, yeah, Scott, you said that, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's perfect!" Like it's
Darling in the fursuit.
because it kind of is like there is like a lot of like not even subtle remotely discussions of sexuality in this show. Like it
That's the
is,
thing.
yeah.
It's the type of thing your friend comes up to you like, hear me out about this
Hear
show.
me out.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right, this is dude, right? Right, and he turns to a bear, right? And this is girl. No, come on, let me finish.
Yeah, she enters him, right?
I think
like,
that was one of the
whoa.
most blatant sexual scenes ever, where she just touches the fleshy bit
Yeah.
before she crawls in. She's like, "Oh, it's so soft," and there's
Yeah,
like
we
I was
slime
like,
coming
oh,
over.
yeah.
That's what made
Yeah,
me
Here
we're
we
on
are,
Glepner now.
finally, son.
We talking about Gleipnir now?
Yeah, we
No, it's
are.
my bad.
Yeah, we
I'm
are.
sorry. I had to My family came to drop something off for me.
Okay, add an extra minute to the timer, crew, for Wuka.
Damn bear.
Well, I don't want to repeat what's been said. Like, y'all probably covered all the fuckery already.
We did.
No, speak, come on.
No.
Good afternoon!
Talk about your girl.
Bear.
Well, Claire is by my count, because we're not counting every. Claire's about 8 panty shots in. She's she does something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like as my self would have said, my PP kind of hard right now. It's
That actually happened. So
I'm just saying, dude. Like I
don't blame him.
There's a lot of and I think this is what Ku was saying when I came in here. But there's a lot of weird fetishy shit going on with Gleipnir, dude. And it's appealing to a lot of people's hidden shit. I personally don't give a shit about any of that. I'm not getting on any of that. Claire, what draws me to Claire is her savagery, dude. The fact that she just shot this chick, no hesitation, dude. And it was beautiful.
Isla hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I'm sorry.
But you can because I will watch it after this.
Yeah.
You just got to know what you're getting yourself into. Like,
It's fucked up.
the mystery of what's going on is intriguing, right? But it's really, and I think episode 2 was phenomenal just because of the cuts that were in it, dude. Like, the animation quality of episode 2 was not, and granted, the staff and the cast on this project is stacked, but I still wasn't expecting it to get to that level, and it did, and I was like, I'm here for this nonsense, but I'm also here for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
right.
It was just one of those things where I was like, this series has my full attention. Who knows what madness is going to ensue, but I'm here to find out.
I'm here every week to find out.
The music is
really
fire, by the way. The music is fire.
That's true.
Love the OP.
Yeah. But the OST too. Like, the background tracks are so good, dude. So good.
Yeah.
And anything else I want to say about Gleipnir? No, it's fine. Let's move.
Alrighty. We're gonna skip everything. I will say Idolish 7, just throwing that out there because I know there's people in the chat who would be upset if I didn't mention it. Idolish 7 second beat is a thing. And Kaguya-sama Love is Worse.
Oh my god. Okay,
Go.
Great, I'm so happy, I'm so excited. Guys, Chica's back.
Yay.
Our Lord and Savior.
Okay, so after the first season of Kaguya-sama, I read the manga because I loved it so much that I felt, because you can fall in love with the animation in Kaguya, because the entire production process, including in season 2, is fantastic. Like, it's a beautiful piece of production, but
Yes.
I really love the story. Like, I love Kaguya and Chika and
Chika.
Hasaka and Lia and Chika and
Most
And Hayasaka.
and Hayasaka.
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
Hayasaka.
And
Also
Ishigami.
Chika Fujiwara.
Oh, yes.
And
And
Ishigami.
Chica, yes.
And all the emotos and anyway.
And you're also about to meet, or I don't know if she appears in this week's episode.
No.
Okay, well, you're about to meet another character who's very, very good. We love.
Yeah,
we love
they
that.
show her in the preview.
Yeah, you're about to meet somebody soon who's awesome. But anyway, so I read the manga and I kind of know everything that's coming up. And what I love about Kaguya-sama is that it starts off in season 1, and then as this like kind of gag comedy of like kind of bitty pieces almost of like, oh, who's going to fall in love with who, blah blah blah, and then it gradually develops into a story. And so you're going to see that in season 2 as well. So we're about to come into some stuff that's like really, really good. Some of my favorite scenes and different little bits and pieces will happen in season 2, and it's just great to see the entire team come back to make Kaguya-sama and to have this just brilliant romantic comedy, and also Chika Fujiwara is the best, and that's never going to change. And
We all stand, right? Nobody here is.
Yeah, I would hope no one hates Chica.
Because like, if anybody here that doesn't think Chica's best girl, just excuse yourself.
Just what I say.
You can leave. I'm not even being.
I'm not gonna hold you.
As I say it, Chica is God and Kaguya's best girl. That's how I say it.
Hayasaka best girl.
That's right.
Hayasaka's a close second for me.
Hayasaka 2 top tier, but like
Hayasaka and Chika are like they stand on the same like podium. Like they're the
no,
same.
I can't put them on the same level. The impact that Chika has had is substantial.
I would
I
also
think
put-
Hayasaka deserves more love than she gets, especially after season 2, episode 1. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I put her on the same level as Kaguya. To be we don't need to sleep on Kaguya.
No, Kaguya's
amazing.
great. Yeah, the whole cast. Can we just say the whole cast? All
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cast.
that's fair.
I
That's
love
fair.
them.
Because I
That's
feel like
fair.
Shirogane has
Such
been
a
getting
good
like a
cast.
lot of
Shirogane is
disrespect
amazing.
this discussion so far because we haven't even.
Well, I was just
mentioned
talking about best girls, right? And as long as we agree that Chika,
Yeah.
I like Sloan's way of putting it, so it's fine.
it. Well, Shirogane is not best girl.
But you know what else is really funny?
Damn.
Well, Kay is a contender after this episode.
There you go.
Kay is pretty great. Kay is pretty.
Yeah.
And Kaguya-san, that you can really tell that the entire staff have bias towards Chika. So like she
Oh, yeah.
appears a lot in the manga, but she appears a lot in the anime. Like her animation is amazing. A lot of scenes with Chika, and you can tell that there's a lot of staff bias. The staff love Chika. Chika gets a lot of attention. That's just kind of the way it's going. If the staff loved Hayasaka, which they probably do because she's got a lot of really good scenes, but they clearly love Chika. Like it's very, very apparent, even in the OP and in the ED. Yeah, so yeah, we love
Moeha is
She's
Moeha is actually like, see, because remember back when this shit started and we used to joke that Chika was final boss. Moeha is actually like, it's like Moeha is one of those things where like you defeat Chika and then Moeha emerges and she's like, no, you thought it was over. Like that's what
that tabletop game was so great.
that shit was.
Ishigami, you died.
She's like,
what happens now?
Ishigami.
You're out of the game.
Can we just give Ishigami a pat on the back?
My
That's
poor
my
boy,
son, dude.
Like,
It's like,
It looks like good things are gonna happen for him.
that
like
ED
he got
is
pwned by
very
the
telling.
RNG.
Like,
He got pwned by the
hopeful.
RNG as soon as the game started.
I just love that he's like,
You can hit my truck.
Dude, tell me how Chika's so fertile though. Tell me how Chika's so
Yeah.
fertile.
She was like, "Well, we're spry for our age."
I love that whole segment, and it was so well animated as well, because like you read it in the manga, and the manga's so good, but like the way that they take those manga panels and make them into anime is just amazing.
Yep.
I just think it's such a good production. Like that's why it's so popular, because they've managed to take a manga that's very, very good and make it even better in the anime.
Right.
So if you don't want to read the manga, that's fine. Like I think the manga's brilliant, but the anime is. I don't want to say the superior way of watching Kaguya, because I do really love the manga, but the way that they animate it and the way they bring these scenes to life with everything from the voice actors right down to the animation to the direction and storyboards, it's one of the best shows. I just love it so much. And also Chika Fujiwara, join the church, guys. Join the Church of Chika.
Everybody in the church. Everybody in the church. And nobody outside of the church. You outside of the church, welcome. Come in.
She can hold you in because she's God.
I think everything Isla said is perfect and spot on. For me, like I 100% know that the manga is great, right? But for me, I want to experience my first time in every one of these scenes with these characters with this production because I feel the passion behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing. It's one of the few series that I watch in a while where like I can't take a second to breathe or think or do anything because there's always something so brilliantly happening in front of me that I have to just absorb it.
yeah.
It's one of those things where A1 does really do good. And
Oh, yeah.
this series is one of them.
Yep.
It's
I
the
think-
passion, dude. They know what it
You
is.
hit it on the head there, son. It's because I think you can watch some anime series, and there's some on this list, and there's certainly been some in winter, and many anime before, where you watch it and you're kind of passively watching it, and you're having a good time and it's fun. And then there's things like Kaguya-sama, which you are invested in from the second it starts to the second it ends. Like it's just that good. It's that fun to watch, and fun is probably the best description. It's just a fun show.
Yeah.
But like you said though, and I started feeling it like episode 7 of last season, but like the running thread is there, right? And like, yeah, you can get caught up in how hilarious each individual skit is and how much you love the character dynamics, but at the end of the day, the dramatic element and the romantic element is real and is progressing, and I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah.
I ship it
I
like
think that- I
FedEx,
think-
man. Like,
Hell yeah.
Guys,
I'm still laughing about Ishikabi though. He was like, "Wait a minute, that's it. I'm dead."
Okay, I just love the, like-
Yeah, you're out.
well, when it's like what happens now? You're dead. Okay, but like, what happens when I'm dead? You're out of the game.
It's Chica's delivery. It's,
This
the,
game's
it's the back
bullshit.
and forth between those two. It's the delivery of that line, and it's
'Cause-
Ishigami's retort, and just the back. Oh, it's so good.
Well, because
It's
she's
good.
so like over the top, and he's so deadpan. Like, and I just love the like. You guys are right. This game is bullshit. Like, give me the manual. Like, he's just like, I'm over this shit. So funny.
So funny. So funny.
We should move on before we die, because I have a feeling.
Yeah.
the
Me
reader-
too, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you had about
I think
10
we should-
seconds there.
Oh, good.
Who's
I thought we
ready,
cheated
dude?
a little
Who
bit.
had his finger on the trigger like, yeah, I'm about to but
I was going to play it, and then I was
I
going to
knew
say,
you would.
but yeah, the Chica dance is pretty good, because that's all I know of that show.
damn.
Chica,
I mean,
Chica, Chica,
at least you've
Chica.
seen that. At least
Yeah,
you've seen
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I mean, I watched Tyler's video as well, so I know like all the mental aspects are fucking amazing too. But yeah, I'll catch up someday.
All right, Kakushi Goto. Am I the
Haven't
only one
watched.
watching it?
I decided not to watch this because I thought the premise seemed a bit weird. Should I be watching it? Is it good?
From what I've heard,
Zero interest.
this is like, well, we know why you don't care about it, Judge.
Fucking kids.
From what I've heard, right, this has very much like spiritual elements of like a Shaft project, and
Okay,
so
that's interesting.
and many people have told me that I would love this. So I haven't watched it yet, and I'm only holding off because I want to react to it. But I think it's something that I would really like, just based off the premise.
Yes, it is.
Some of the cuts that I've seen, it looks like one of the better series this season, and it's being slept on.
I'm genuinely
check it
surprised
out.
you aren't watching this, Wukong, because I thought you
I'm
were
not.
gonna
I
be on
wasn't
this.
watching it because I can only do one thing a week or during the weekdays, and I was doing Fugokeiji. But now that Fugokeiji is delayed, I might pick this up.
Gotcha. So with Kakushi Goto, there's 3 episodes up, but I've so far only seen the first 2. And it's one of those series where the episodes are kind of split into skits. So you're gonna like some of the skits and you're gonna hate some of the skits. That's basically all it is to it. You have the main character, and he's a mangaka, but he does arrow manga. And so he wants to hide that from his precious little daughter, Hime. And Hime is wonderful. She's just this aloof little girl who's everything that is sweet, okay? She's actually everything that is sweet. And so he tries his very best to make sure that she does not find out about his actual job. And so depending on the skit that you're in, some of the scenarios are funny and some of them are not. So that's really all there is to it, not much else. However, in the first episode, how it starts off is that we see Hime. She's grown up, she's 18, and she finally discovers her father's job.
Ooh.
But it's
Oh.
implied that he's no longer there.
Oh, dude,
Okay.
this everything you've said is my shit. I need to watch.
Yeah, no, I just
Yeah, I'm gonna
realized this
check
is
this
the
out.
other anime. This is the second anime that I've actually watched this season. This is adorable. I didn't realize it by the name Kakushi Goto, but yeah, my dad is a manga artist. Yeah, really fucking good. Son, you need to watch it for sure. It's kind of like Amama to Inazuma. It's that kind of
That's
sweetness.
what
comedy.
my initial perspective, but I didn't think it was, because from what I've seen like a few cuts here and there, and like the animation looks crazy too. It looks actually really, really well done. But like, I thought of it as more of a joking thing, whereas Amama and series of that nature are super endearing. So if it has that endearing element as well, I can get behind it.
has that endearing element. It kind of has, like, as Sloan said, with the way it starts, you know it's going to be fucking sad. And I'm not sure how far the story will get. I'm not sure how long the manga was, but depending on how far this goes, this could be like a real soul-crushing end of the season kind of thing.
I think the manga is still ongoing.
And we should be good.
Yeah.
And Hiroshi Kamiya is in it, so that forces you all to watch it. So
Yeah, that's my thing. That's the one thing. When Hiroshi playing the main character, I should. That should be a rule of thumb. But I don't.
yes,
I'm slipping these days. Y'all know this. I'm slipping.
you're living life. What you gonna do?
Damn. So, don't make it so real.
Bringing the mood down.
Listen, no, we'll get to realism when we go to Sing Yesterday to Me. Okay, we'll get there. But
Let's go.
We are not there yet.
we are not there yet because we have listeners.
I am gonna put the sleeping emoji back on, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
And,
That's fine.
So, Wukong, I think you and I are the only ones watching this.
I think Ku checked it out.
Nope.
No, you don't watch it? Okay.
I
Well,
don't know how to feel about it. I mean,
I haven't
for the
seen
music
episodes
references.
2 or I've only seen episode 1. So
Okay.
I've only seen episode 1 as well. I'm here for the music references. Like I saw like one character, like, wait a minute, that's freaking Prince.
dude,
You know,
that's what I said. I was like, that is fucking Prince. Like it's Prince. If they don't, I don't know who's voicing him, dude. He's like that.
Then
Oh my
there's
God.
also characters coming up named Wendy and Lisa. I'm like, okay, well, this has music references, so I want to check it out. But it's in this weird spot where I don't know if it's a mech or is it a.
It's a mech.
Yes.
It's a mech. It's 100% a mech, and that's what
Oh, it's
threw
basically
me off.
Eureka 7.
That's what threw
It's
me.
Eureka 7. It's a spiritual successor to Eureka 7 every way. The dynamic between Mu and Echo is the same shit as Renton and Eureka, right? Just based off of the first episode, I get that. I just wasn't expecting it, like, the way they promoted this shit.
Exactly.
I was going into it like, oh, this is gonna be like Mappa's answer to Carolyn Tuesday.
On
That's
Tuesday,
what I
exactly.
said.
That was my perspective. And then I was like, wait, it's a mech series?
Exactly. That's how I was looking at it. Like, wait a minute. They didn't have mech anywhere in this.
They didn't. They never said anything about it. It's crazy. But episode 1 was a lot of fun. I think Mu is a goddess, and I don't want to watch it weekly just because I don't think A, it's gonna be that popular, and B, I don't think it works weekly. Like it's something I want to sit down and just watch. But
it has a very slow burn to it. It seems like if you just let it build, so you can just go and go and go, it'll come off better.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. I did not see episode 3. I was intrigued by episode 1, but I really did not like episode 2. They actually
can you give me like a vague?
Yes, I can. So they actually explain the origins of the Earless, which is the monsters that the mechs have to fight.
Right.
I'll have a cookie.
And the origins of the Earless, it doesn't make sense why the mechs are the way they are. Because I don't know about you guys, but to me, the mechs are essentially just boom boxes.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Yeah, I hated the design of the main.
Yeah,
I was
pretty
like, come
ugly.
on.
It's
I was
pretty
trash.
ugly. So I was like, at first, the premise of like, oh, sweet, like boombox, like mechs actually sounds kind of cool. It doesn't really have. It doesn't make much sense as to why it is a boombox when you find out the origins of the Earless. So that really upset me.
How about the dynamic between the two characters? Does that go?
like that.
What's her name? Her name's Mew.
Yeah.
She's pretty
Mew.
cool. As for the other guy,
Mewtwo.
he's pretty.
Still slacking. He's the kind of protagonist where you gotta let it build.
Yeah.
You gotta let it build. He's kind of soft right now. But
Yeah.
boy. Again, it's a record 7.
Exactly. When I met Renton, I was like, this kid sucks. Like I hated Renton back in the day, dude. And then I think it's around the arc. I don't know who here has watched Eureka 7, but like it's around when Anemone comes into the picture where I was like, okay, Renton is getting better. It's one of those slow burn. He has to go through some shit to get better, kind of.
Yeah. Without Mew.
Because the opening,
here you go.
when you see the opening, it looks pretty damn intriguing. That is an intriguing opening where if you see it, you're like, yo, I gotta watch the first episode. Especially when you see all the other characters, because all these mech pilots, they're essentially idols. They're superstars.
Yeah.
So I wanted to watch more because of them, and we see some of them in episode 2, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't know about this.
I'm gonna hold off. That's how I feel. I'm gonna wait till some episodes build and see what people are saying at that point.
I'm gonna binge it. I'm gonna wait till it's over and then check it out.
I know memory gonna keep going. I'll just
You already know Memory's going to be watching this week after week.
Dude, memory is like in love with this kind of shit, so he's locked it.
All right, and that's listeners. What is next?
Hamefuna?
Oh hell yeah, that's my anime of the season. Let's go.
That's your anime. I mean, this.
Well, honestly,
fire.
It's tied with Wave. Listen to me. Those two.
I thought you were gonna say yesterday. Okay, well,
Hamefuna, yay!
yesterday is my current anime of the season, but
I could tell.
But yo, Hamefuna is
I was gonna,
So good. Did everybody see today's episode?
Yes,
Or
I
no?
did.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it yet. Say a word and die.
Okay, I want to talk about today's episode. Well, I kind of have to. I just have to say one thing about it, and it is, but the time skip happens. Time skip happens.
Yay!
Okay, but this is basically
Yay.
This is basically side B of Bookworm. This is what this series is.
Side B of Bookworm. I've never seen Book.
better, but
It's the same premise, you know. It's like girl gets adult or halfway adult get isekai into a world which except as a Tomei game, but now she's a kid, and yeah, even though a time skip happens,
But I like.
still, it's like
This is one of those series, right?
like this much more though.
I will
Every
say there's like a
character.
blatant shot, in my opinion, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I know that it's not. Like, a rational part of my brain is like, it is not this. But there is like a shot at Bookworm in the first episode where the main character is like laying in bed, right? And she's like, I can't marry this guy. I'm like a grown-ass person in the body of a kid. That'd be weird. And then she rolls over, and I'm like, yo. Like, that was like a
That
direct...
was a shot at Bookworm.
She says all that, right? But she has no control over what the fuck happens because she needs to subvert the
Yeah, but when she gets
the
like
doom flag.
there, it'd be like once they're in like the magic school, I'm like, okay, whatever, all bets are off at that point because you're basically back to where you were.
Oh, you mean like okay?
Yeah,
Personally, I think it doesn't make a difference. Playing off she has that nobody else does. The only interaction I can't talk about because it's episode 3. Never mind. The point is fire. That's all. Every character is amazing.
Might I say, it's just been such a long, long time, and don't count Frupa on this, since we last had a damn good reverse harem. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
feels good. It feels
Yeah,
really
that's fair.
good.
What's the last one before this?
I don't know. Was it Dance with Devils? That was back in, like,
Amnesia.
I didn't fuck with that, but that was around when what was that that airsoft series?
Oh,
that
Aoharu
Airsoft series.
Kikanju. I love that show.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Alharu Kikanju was amazing. Yeah, that was
That
Yeah,
show was
show.
fun. That was like the last reverse harm that I was like really into.
Oh, right,
There was
yeah,
a
Stand My
decent
Heroes.
reverse
Stand My
harem.
Heroes.
I can't remember what it was called. They were like in a floating island kind of thing. I can't remember its name though. It was alright.
This thing's called Island. What's
Oh, is that Project Number 9 show?
Project Number 9. That's the one.
Oh.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Was that even good? I don't know. No one. I never.
I enjoyed. I didn't finish it. I watched like 2.
Yeah, it was alright. I didn't bother to watch it all either.
But no, with this and what I like about this too is it's not like fully reverse harm. You got the Yuri ships too. Like it's kind of like I'm kind of
It's a
inclined
bi
to-
harem, a bisekai,
Kiss
if
him,
you
not
will.
me.
A bisekai.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Kiss him, not me. Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, how long? Was that?
Boy, Wilson.
Like the whole
That was in
stream.
2015. That was actually the last one though. I can't believe it's been so long.
Wow.
I mean, I watched Stand My Heroes, but that wasn't like amazing. But that was
Fun
the last
Try
one I
Nights?
could think of. Try Nights is text. No,
Don't
Try
stop
Nights is
it.
not a
If you don't get out of here with
But yeah, this is
Try
good.
Nights is
It's
the
good.
other
I give it a good. It's a good. I really like it. It's up there for one of my favorites.
Because the characters are great.
they're
They
fantastic.
Are so entertaining.
They're
Okay,
so-
every character is great, right? That's what's good about this series to me. Like even Giorno is my least favorite character. So
Giorno Giovanna.
That one.
Dun,
Dun-dun-dun-dun. I just want them to at least reference it. Like, just once have him be like Katerina. Dun, 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 dun. Just have him be like, ah. Like, it'd be great. But yes,
okay, I'm seeing it out. So also, one thing I really like about the series is mental counsel,
the mental count is great.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's confirmed. I will also kind of spoil this for you, but it is confirmed that it stays and they age with Katerina.
Oh, wait, the age?
Yeah.
Because, like,
Why? I mean, it'd be weird if they didn't though.
I know, but it's funny because they're like chibi, like little.
It's fun. It's funny, but like it's funny like how the Kaguya skit today was funny. But like if they didn't age, it's like she's not even maturing, right? Like it's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
The Kaguya skit was like not to get back to Kaguya, but like that was great. I'm just gonna point
That was
that out.
amazing.
That was fucking awesome. Anyway, but yeah,
So-
you're right. It would be odd.
Like, I read the first couple of chapters. I didn't like it, so I knew it was going to happen in episode 1 and episode 2. And I gotta say, the anime did so much better.
That's good.
I definitely recommend the anime. Manga based off of the light novel, and I haven't read the light novel, but just because the manga starts off really slow, and so that's what made me decide to wait for the anime, because I was like, I can't do this. Yeah.
The light novel is the original, right?
Yes, it is.
So for me personally, most manga adaptations of light novels suck, but that's just me.
Because it starts off actually not, I won't say completely different, but like the first 2 minutes are nowhere near the same. Like with the manga, the first scene that you see is when she tells you, "Oh, I got up, left, and I died." You got to see her old room and everything, and then it moves on to when she's like, a little kid and stuff. But you don't find out she was reborn until I think like maybe 4 minutes into the episode or so.
Yeah,
So
I like that
that
execution.
so much more.
Yeah, like I like that she hit her head and then she's like, "Wait, what the fuck is?"
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I went into this show because everyone was just like, because I was like, it looks kind of like interesting. I like the Otome game thing. I was like, Ami Yoshiko would love this show because she's a big Otome game person. But that was it. And then everyone's like, but JoJo, it's like a bi harem. And I was like, excuse me?
Watanabe does not tell. I've never spoken to Watanabe in my life, so no.
I also stumbled upon this that day when we were just looking up isekais.
Yes.
And we was like, wait a minute, this one actually looks pretty good.
That was a thing.
That was a thing. That was a thing. Yeah, we were both like, this is kind of cool. Yeah. But the premise, like being like,
with Okasan.
Yeah, the premise of a bi Isekai had me like, yes.
I remember I was talking to you like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you need to check this out, and I was like,
No.
why?
Yeah. No.
but yeah, the first.
It's pretty great. Like the characters are what really, they're like the glue. Everything else is fun. I will say it's like some of the prettiest background art is in the show. And it
beautiful.
feels like it comes right out of a Otome game too. Like it's brilliant. Yeah. Silverlink doing the Lord's work.
Woo.
Yeah. Did we beat the
So
time?
I missed the Fruba and Digimon discussions, right?
You did. Did you want to add?
No, it's okay. Let's just move.
Okay. Well then.
Digimon's great. That's all we need to know.
Digimon is the GOAT.
Like, look, Digimon. I've only watched the one episode.
Yeah.
2 though, because I got spoiled. But
Aw.
I'm really liking the direction it's going in. And Fruba is Fruba. Like, I don't need to comment right now.
Yeah. I smell fire.
You want to check on that, buddy? Or?
That's all it sounds like. Something is burning.
I'm sure your family got it under
you wanna
control.
Yeah, I live in a house of 4. I think I'm okay. I'm in the basement, though.
What if they're burning?
Yeah, no, they're fine. My
Jojo
concern is
just shows up like that Troy meme, dude.
Wait, what? Oh yeah,
This is fine.
I was thinking of the SpongeBob meme where it's like caveman SpongeBob, like, oh, that'd be me. I just walked upstairs. Oh no. We're gonna move on.
What's
We're a
next?
professional podcast.
Can I say one thing about Sakura Wars?
You may say as much as you feel like.
Just don't watch this anime.
Damn. All right, I was gonna, but I guess not.
No. Like, just play the game. Game is gonna be fire when it's actually coming out. Like, I think next month. Scott, do you know?
Yeah, next month.
Yeah. So I imported it. But the game is amazing. Please play the game. Do not watch this anime. It's trash. It's
I
actually
was going to because it had mech in it. I'm like,
No. And look, there's nobody on the staff it's just bad. It's just bad, dude.
Okay.
Honestly, as a studio, Sanzigen is they're hit or miss, and this is a miss.
I guess they never miss, huh?
All right, time to leave your own stream.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody. No, okay, can I say
Anyway,
one
that's
thing about Shadowverse before we move on?
You watch Shadowverse?
No.
I play Shadowverse.
I was gonna say
I couldn't watch this shit.
okay, Sun's gonna no, because we've talked about this. We both play Shadowverse.
Oh, you played it too. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I gotta say something about Shadowverse. What the fuck is that?
Bro,
What the
Jojo,
fuck is that?
okay, look, can we actually
Yeah, 100%.
just 1 minute. When I heard it announced and I thought of a Shadowverse anime, I thought it would follow the story of the game,
Which is
with
good.
the characters
Yeah.
of the game, right? And you could have them have summons and shit like that. But then they made like not even Yu-Gi-Oh levels, not even Bakuman Battle Brawler levels, but like an abysmal level of generic card game protagonists.
Yeah. Like, it is card game hell.
To play a game and simplify that. Just for what? For money? Like, nobody's watching this shit.
That's just it. Yeah, I'm like, who? Okay, like, half the people, when I mentioned Shadowverse, were like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
yeah, fucking, like, it's a digital card game. It's fucking awesome. And it deserves so much better than it got. It doesn't even match the fucking art style at all. Like, it looks so generically like if you covered the word Shadowverse and I told you this is Yu-Gi-Oh fucking some other bullshit. Like,
scroll up, Jojo. Tell me. Look on the live chart. Scroll up from Shadowverse and look at the puzzle dragon image. It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Like, it's the exact same thing. And Shadowverse deserves fucking
That's
better.
Ontario.
Like, it's like it deserves so much better. It's such a fun, cool game. You can play as Subaru and Saitama in this fucking game.
Bro, look. And well, they can't. If you haven't played it yet, you can't.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
But it's literally, and I love card games. This is one of the best card games I've ever played. This is an abomination.
This is
Don't
insulting. Yeah, like I was like, that's why I wanted to go in on it, because I was like, this is an insult to Shadowverse. This is an insult to otaku. This is an insult to eyeballs. Fuck you.
Yeah. No, it's undeniably. I mean, I don't know what else is.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing I've seen so far.
Yeah. Shadowverse deserved better than this. Zexus. Fucking.
Dishonor on you.
Dishonor! Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your studio! Dishonor on your game! Well, kind of. Shadowverse deserves
No. The game is fire.
Yeah.
Don't
it's super
sleep
good.
on it. If you like card games, Shadowverse is probably one of the best you'll ever play.
And if you're like me and your phone is garbage, you can play it on Steam.
On Steam. And you can link those accounts and play on your phone or on Steam at any time. Promise we're not sponsored by Shadow.
Shadowverse. Has
not
Shadowverse
our
ever done like sponsorship ads?
Yeah, Giga is sponsored by Shadow.
Oh, is he? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shadowverse, we just sang your fucking praises. I'm just saying.
Yo, Side Games, holler at me.
Come on. Side Games is great too. So, is what it is.
Isla, what was that?
I've had emails to be sponsored by Shadowverse, and I've said no to every single one of them.
No, Isla, send them my way.
Yeah,
Send them my way.
Like,
You even play it and send it my way.
yeah.
I just can't be that person.
Dude, somebody send like y'all keep saying like, oh, I got so and so
The
sponsored. I'm like,
Dakimakura
cool.
shit is in the wave, so like.
I know,
let me
but
get
I'm just
that.
saying, like people go like, I got sponsored by. I'm like, oh, awesome, cool, good for you. Fuck, nobody asked me for nothing.
Hell, I play Arc
Nobody
Knight.
asked me for nothing.
Nobody,
Damn it.
nobody loved me. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Sing yesterday for me, yay!
Oh boy.
Can I get on my soapbox?
You may get upon the
Go ahead.
soapbox.
This is anime this season, and if you're not watching it, you're wrong for that, right? Like it's.
Wrong as hell then. I haven't watched it.
Well, Scott.
Allow
What
us
are you
to
doing?
Sing the praises.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You haven't watched episode 1?
I've not.
Why not?
Didn't think I would dig it, but
Oh, you'll
Yo,
dig
there's
it.
a show where a banana fights
You'll
an
dig it.
octopus on a boat. Sorry.
I mean, I don't even want to acknowledge that. Let me just get back to what I was saying. Look, seeing yesterday for me is something that has been missing for me personally in seasonal anime for many, many seasons, dude. And I know people don't want to hear this comparison, and let me explain the comparison before you jump on me. But I have heavy flashbacks to Kuzuno Honkai when I watch. yesterday with Utate, and it's not because the subject matter a little bit, but it's mostly because of the stylization and
I
the
can see that.
cinematography.
That's
Like
true.
the use of panels is something I always love to see.
Yes.
And the way that they play with the aspect ratio and play with the paneling, especially when it comes to emotional scenes or flashbacks, is so well done that it just draws you into the moment. Like my best example is the post-credit scene, which for some reason wasn't included in the Crunchyroll cut of this shit.
Yeah.
No post-credit scenes of this cut, which needs to be fixed. But if you watch the post-credit scene from episode 2, you'll know what I'm talking about as far as how that shit hits. It's a nice, mature seinen that has weight and depth to it. The characters clearly, if you didn't feel it episode 1, you will absolutely feel it episode 2, have the kind of depth where when we fully dive into these backstories and fully get into these dynamics and relationships and this love square as it stands right now, shit is gonna get heavy. It's already heavy, actually. But shit is gonna be extremely powerful, extremely sad, and I don't know where it's gonna end up. It's some of the best writing that I've experienced in the series in a long time, and that also, like, writing is key to me. So all of those elements aside, isn't this a look? Try it at least the first 2 episodes, please, and see how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll.
Right? Crunchyroll actually got something.
Yay!
How does Crunchyroll have Kaguya anyway?
Right,
Yay!
that's
Crunchyroll.
Still upset about
Yay!
Like just to caveat that just that very small point there, why Crunchyroll doesn't have Kaguya. I fully believe that if you've got the first season of something, another company shouldn't be able to get the second season. For example, why did Netflix get Takagi-san season 2? There was no point in that. Like it was what season 1 was on Crunchyroll, right? It really annoys me.
No,
It was stupid, but that to me, Isla, that says that is not prioritizing that shit. Like they didn't go out of their way to be like, no, we want this shit. We'll pay whatever it takes to get this shit. Right?
we
Like
got
that,
Crunchyroll now. Who cares?
if you look at how successful Kaguya season,
Yeah.
if I were in Crunchyroll, if I were for like, and I heard from management that we didn't get season Funimation, how? But
Funimation got everything. Funimation sweeped.
because Funimation is throwing out money right now. That's what it is.
Funimation has Sony money, guys. Funimation has Sony.
Funimation has the actual money.
Funimation has Daisuke money.
Which wait, let's think about this. This is a throwback, but remember the collaboration.
Pause the timer, Koo.
No.
Oh my god.
Remember the collaboration between the two?
not the best
That shit was
timeline.
so favorable to Crunchyroll when I really think about it. It really was.
100.
Because now Funimation just flexing, dude, and Crunchyroll really can't do much about it.
Funimation really is scooping up a lot of properties.
Well, here's the big thing about Funimation, because I get to talk about this now, because this is connected to my Chinese anime.
Cool, go.
Funimation now have a link with, well, they're owned by Sony, but Sony have now bought 5% of Bilibili, and they've also been linked to Bilibili for the last 6 months. So they now have this collaboration where anything that they license, they can distribute not just in North America, but also all over China. Wow, I'm dying. China with their one.
So the funds, the unlimited funds, will continue.
Yes, they have Bilibili, which is the biggest Japanese anime distributor in China. So they're
Isn't Tencent
destroying
the
right
biggest?
now.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Japanese.
Because Tencent are bigger when it comes to distributing Chinese animation.
Yeah.
but
You said,
Bilibili is licensed
you
for
said
anime.
Japanese. You said Japanese.
Yeah.
All those funds. All those funds.
Dude, how
They
long
can't
have you and
stop
Isla
fuck it up.
been sitting on this log making these?
We're just hanging
We
out.
change
Yeah.
our emotion. We change our emotion every now and again, depending on what we're talking.
Yeah.
Don't
We're
be
just-
jealous. Go visit their little island.
No.
It's open.
Okay, so
I'm
back
shocked
to the
nobody else
anime.
is.
I think it's and
No.
Thank you,
We
Sloan,
talked
thank
about
you.
Sing yesterday for me enough.
Let's talk about this. You guys haven't said anything about it, so
so there was a new episode today, right? Didn't watch it yet. And I'm so glad that you mentioned about the post-credit scenes because I didn't know they were a thing until you tweeted it out, Wukong. So thank you for that.
I didn't know
My
either.
friends and I, we were watching it, and we have our own theories of what's going on, especially with all the crows out and about. We're like, oh shit, we know where this is going. But
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu, wait.
Crows.
Can you imagine that though?
That's where the cross. That's where it's
Haikyuu
leading.
just comes in.
Oh, man.
No, we lead into the battle at the garbage dump. That's what.
Yeah.
What really got us was in episode 1. I wouldn't really. This is a slight spoiler, so mute me for like 5 seconds. The confession. All right, the confession in episode 1. That was a bit too realistic for all of us, because
that's what I loved about it.
And I know, no, yeah, that's
right.
That's why we're still gonna watch it. It hurt us though. Still, it's like, okay, this is completely accurate, and it hurt us because it was so painful to see this man get rejected by this long-term crush, and how she wanted to stay friends, and then he was like,
so the follow-up to that is episode 2.
Yeah,
like, because that conversation was hit me in that what you're describing, where I was like, that is the realest fucking shit. Like, I didn't have any real respect for Rico until that moment.
Kind of a punk,
right?
Like,
he was but once he said what, in episode 2, I was like, that is the realest thing I've seen any anime character do in a while. Where he's like, you know what? I can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to pretend that I can do that. You need to know that if we continue to be friends, I have ulterior motives.
Yeah. That was so
refreshing, dude. Because nobody says that shit. Mm-hmm. And it's so honest and so endearing. I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to be friends? Fine. Just know I still love you.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm watching this as soon as we're done.
No, it's super good.
I love Seinen.
And I will say one thing. This is not a spoiler. I will say 2 things, actually. Best girl of the season. Best
Church
boy.
of Haru!
And best boy is Kinoshita.
Yo, follow me if you want Haru. If you want Haru tweets weekly, I'm sending those out.
It reminded me of Orange a little bit with.
Of what?
Of Orange.
In terms of emotion.
We don't talk about Orange, man. We don't talk about Orange.
Kinoshita voiced by Makoto Tachibana, by the way. Just want to.
Ooh, yo, Kinoshita's good.
Yeah, Tatsuki Suzuki. He's awesome.
If you want an adult drama that's not cheesy and is pretty damn real, maybe that'll turn you away, but it might hit home, and I think it's still worth the watch, even though you're gonna go through a lot of physical pain.
It's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be cathartic if you resonate with it, right? And it's one of those seinen series that we haven't seen in a little while. It's one of those romantic seinen series we haven't seen in a little while. It's not scummy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that domestic kanajo. It's not that no home kai. It's not drawing you in for the wrong reasons. It's drawing you in for the subject matter, for those character dynamics, for how they evolve and how things progress in the narrative. And that's what I love personally. Like, writing is key to me, right? Yes, it's anime, and as a medium, some of my favorite anime excel with art and animation, and that is beautiful, right? This does it stylistically in terms of the art and the paneling and all that, but I'm invested in the writing. And when I can get invested in the writing, it takes a seinen particularly to a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm. Oh. You two, you ever have that moment where like somebody says something and a whole scene flashes in your brain?
Oh yeah.
You did the way you were like, the way you said like it hurts, but it's real. I saw like the Hobbit. Like, why does it hurt so much? Because it was real. Like that that moment, and then as soon as Sun goes, like, so that finished playing in my head, and I was like, whoa, that was weird. And then Sun went, like, it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna enjoy it. I just thought of, and then it happened again, and I thought of Ron from Harry Potter. Like, so the tea leaves say you're gonna be in pain, but you're going to enjoy it. Like that, like whole scene. I was like, my brain, like too many. I'm turning into like Abed, where I'm like, movie reference. I can't. Just glitching.
Dude,
out.
Jojo, this is complete. We need to stop now and move on to something else. But we might be getting the movie, dude. We might be getting
no, cease.
There's talks of the movie, dude. Apparently, Allison.
They're busy people now, though.
That's fair. But
I want to see it. I want it.
It's worth it.
100%. 6 seasons in a movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that I want 6 seasons in a movie for, the Millionaire Detective. Bouncing.
Wait, I gotta say my piece on Tamayomi.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't watched it, so.
Good. Don't watch it. Don't.
I'm not going to.
Watch it. You want to know why I watched it? I watched it for the muscly thighs. Was I satisfied? No.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
Bad.
It lied. You know what? I'm gonna put on the angry emoji because it lied.
Can somebody clip that shit? Oh, we're not even on.
No, we're not on Twitch.
I need that shit, dude. I watched it for.
Of course I watched it for the thighs, and then I was disappointed
There you go.
13 minutes in when the animation sucked and the characters were boring as all heck. Don't watch it. I was hoping it was going to be the next Hadouken Receive, and I love Hadouken Receive.
Nah.
This is not it. No.
Nah,
Don't.
ain't nothing getting on. Hadouken Receive was a gem. That didn't get enough credit. That
We're
shit
gonna
did
get the
not
next
get enough
Keijo. That's what I want.
We really need more
Oh,
Keijo.
Wait,
know.
wait, hold on. If Keijo comes back, we're reconvene to react to it, right?
100%.
Oh, yes. Bringing it back. Yes.
One
Only if
beautiful
they
day.
actually let me buy alcohol by then.
That's true.
Drunk
I'll ship you a
before.
care package, Koo. I'll ship you a care package.
Yeah, you can still send mail.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, we're moving on.
Now we can move on.
Nobody has seen The Eighth Son, I'm assuming.
No.
Oh, that's great.
Sad see if
It's great. You're
No,
not
I'm
just.
kidding.
You're not
I haven't
just.
seen it.
Okay.
No, I fuck it. Yeah, like I was like, no, I've been friends with Koo for too long. I was like, he's lying. Like as soon as just the way.
Well, see, Koo never fails to do that. His sarcasm is undetectable. Sometimes.
It's very difficult.
I am British.
Millionaire detective. Balance
Alright,
unlimited. Balance
Hey.
unlimited. You gotta say it like that. You gotta say it like that.
Look, Daisuke is a Chad that has
We-
transcended a Chad. That
We
has
simped for
transcended a Chad.
Daisuke.
And then he became Batman. Effortless. Effortless. That's Daisuke.
I just realized they
yeah,
totally had a swear to me moment at the end of episode 1.
They did! Yo,
That was 100% a swear. Yeah. Why won't you help me up? Swear to me, Daisuke. What is happening?
Oh my
I
god.
swear to God, swear to
do
me.
you feel in charge?
Do you feel it? Yeah, you like Haru. You're gonna have to Daisuke is gonna shadow you, Haru. I'm in charge of him. Do you feel in
You
charge?
feel in charge?
So this is the first delay series we've talked about, no?
Gives you power over me?
Yeah, you think your money gives you power over me? It does. It 100. It does. It does. Like it's super. If it's Daisuke's
It
money, yes,
obviously
it
does, dude.
does.
The man bought a whole building.
To blow it up. Like, he just.
Oh,
He
did you
still
see?
bought it?
They didn't translate it in the actual show. One of my friends went through and translated one of his receipts.
Yeah,
That
I
little-
know what you're gonna say. The ramen.
Yeah,
shit?
The
that-
ramen thing.
Yeah, he made
Yeah.
his own fucking custom
Yeah,
company
because-
just to have some
because-
custom ramen.
Because he's
Yeah,
a
I
G.
saw. As soon as I saw that, thing is, what's beautiful about that is that he's never had fucking cup noodles before, and as soon as he had it, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna capitalize on it. We're setting this up immediately."
See, that
dude.
scene made me smile though, because it was just that human moment for him where he's like, "I've never had this," and they're like, "Really?" And he's like, "It's good." And I'm like, "See, like he's not like above shit. He's just like, no, I
No, but he is though.
He is. He's above because
he's so far above that he's never had cup noodles, dude.
Which
you never saw
he's-
that One Piece spot.
he's suffering from success."
It's crazy, bro.
One
when
Piece
I-
Cup Noodles commercial had no business being that good.
No, it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things of all time. I think it's my favorite commercial. All of them combined is my favorite commercial. But anyway, that's not what we're here for.
No.
Fugo Keiji, dude. This man, the flex is unlimited. It really is. The drip is unlimited. He can do whatever he wants. When we see the grand total of receipts, whenever we get the full episodes,
Yeah.
I want to place bets on how much money is on.
Oh my god.
I
I
want to
want
place bets.
Daisuke to punch me in the face. Like, straight
But
up.
why? I don't
Straight up.
He can. He can.
Yeah,
He can because you know why? Because he'll pay at least 1 million yen to do it.
Yeah. Like the
So,
amount
like,
of
let's
people
go.
saying like I want Daisuke to blank me, like just like anything, like any assortment of shit. I'm like, people like Daisuke. Like, Jesus.
No. People obsessed about Daisuke. I
It
don't
was
understand how it got
wild.
that quickly.
Yeah.
But
I don't care because I could. I'm glad. I took everything I had in my first video to not geek out. Like I was like, no, be professional. And then I was like, I don't what the fuck? I don't care. Like I just be the Fidanchi. And I will say, in terms of shipping, this gonna be real. Like the horror Daisuke. Yeah, this is gonna be a real one. Like I am.
And here's
hyped.
the thing, dude. Right? You know me. Like I rarely fanboy over certain male characters. There's certain male characters that I will admit to having a sexual attraction to, right?
Yeah, because sexuality is food.
Victor, Ash Lynx, etc.
Yeah.
Daisuke on the board right now because normally I'm assuming Suzue is his sister because they look so similar.
They look
right?
super, yeah.
But normally I would have been like Suzue, life. I'm not even on that waiver. I'm still on the Daisuke train, dude. Like that's what's crazy. That's what's crazy.
I also love that his Seiyu is like basically new. Like he's a I believe he's a drama actor.
This baby.
Yeah, I mean Mitro told me that they picked him because he looks like Daisuke.
Oh.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, did you guys see the photo shoot? It posed as the anime characters.
No.
No, I didn't see that.
It's really good.
You also have Miyano as Haru, so like.
Yes, which is why I
Yeah.
scared Haru.
Doing an incredible job as Haru because it's not a normal Miyano.
No,
Like that's not something he would normally do.
Yeah.
But it's amazing, dude. Haru needs to shower though, man. Then wash his
bro. Like. Well, but he's just, well, like, and what's her face is like straight up saying like, we're gonna give you food and a bath. Is that cool? And he's like, no. I'm like, Haru.
If you don't bathe, bro,
Yeah, exactly.
like, come on.
No, why? Because I'm stubborn. And he's just like, okay, cool, all right. God damn it, I love him, but like, god damn it, the whole cast is great. What is his name? His buddy.
Mita?
No, not Mita. No, Mita's great too. No, the guy who sits beside him in the office.
I don't know his name.
I can't remember his name. He gets like shot in like the first episode. I can't remember his name. I gotta look it up because he's great.
Spoilers.
Kame.
Oh, okay.
Is fucking hilarious. Like Kame is like.
I feel like he's gonna get like some actual screen time soon.
I feel like it only because like his character design really stands out. That's the other thing. Can I be like Captain Color Boy for a second? The color choices are mwah. Like they I was not feeling these character designs, but like the color choices for said character designs are so good. They're so good because they're like real, but they're still sort of allowing like an element of anime crazy color. You know what I mean? Where like a show like Sing Yesterday to me is very like grounded colors, whereas like Balance Unlimited is sort
It's
of
a darker
allowing
palette.
yeah, the palette's so good. It's such mwah, beautiful. Sorry, color moment over.
Also, wait, what did we say the Daisuke evolution chart was?
The what?
It was the Daisuke evolution chart. So like second stage was my boy. But what's first stage?
So first stage is Aoyama-kun from Clean Freak Aoyama. And then,
okay, that's what it was. Okay.
And then Sakamoto. And then
yeah, that's the evolution.
Yeah, and then
that's the
Daisuke.
evolution for sure.
Yeah, because it's literally like his Pokemon evolution. It's great.
Yeah, I can see it.
But I think this is a pretty fun show.
Okay. We died. Damn.
That's fine. It's delayed anyway, so
Yeah, it's like I've heard rumblings. I've heard rumblings that some people saying that it was mistranslated and that it's delayed starting with episode 3. But I've also heard.
Yeah, I've heard both of those. The overwhelming consensus that I've seen is that we will get episode 3 next week and then after.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's move on.
To the greatness.
Yeah,
To the greatness.
This is the one.
Yeah, it's time for Wacky TV Nana Chase the Kraken Monster.
Hey, did you guys know JoJo was in this series?
I was actually in Tower of God. That's true.
Yeah.
Wow, JoJo, I can't believe you're in the hunt. crazy. Oh,
Yeah, man.
God.
Like this, if this YouTube thing doesn't take off, I might pursue a career in becoming an animated character and then jumping into a story. Because that was me. Like that was really weird.
It wasn't you. It was Bizarro you.
It was
Yeah, that was a really ugly version of you.
It
That
was
was like
really
a zombie
weird.
version.
It was really weird. Like, because I saw it and I remember thinking, like, because I saw him, I was like, that outfit looks kind of fucking familiar. But, like, I didn't say anything else. Like, I said nothing. And then people in the Discord, people in the, like, on Twitter being like, it's Bizarro JoJo. And I was like, okay, no, so other people saw that too. Like, okay, so I wasn't crazy.
As soon as I saw it, I was
JoJo as a VTuber. It felt like it, yeah. But I'm out now. I apparently couldn't stand the what is it? The
Shinsu?
the
What is it
shis
called?
Shinsu.
something
Not
like
Nen.
that.
I was
It's
gonna say
not
Shibisu,
Nen.
but I was gonna say
It might as well be Ned. It might as well be Ned, and Kun might as well be. And we can keep it going.
well,
Okay, so not Killua is my favorite.
I can see, I feel like Kun is everybody's favorite.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a
If
lot
not
of,
Kun, then Rock. I feel like
Yeah.
those are the two characters people are vibing with.
I will say like the one joke that I am, and I'm just gonna get this out of the way because I'm assuming this is coming. Like I haven't looked at chat yet, but like I just assume it's coming anytime Tower of God comes up. If any of you say Tower of Simp, I'm gonna punch you right in the dick. Like
I
that
haven't
is
heard that.
that
That's
is
a
the
thing? I
most
never heard that.
overused,
Yeah, I haven't heard
boring
that.
fucking like all of my Twitter's like Tower of Simp. It's like yeah,
Because of
hilarious.
Rachel.
Yeah, like well, and like it's
Well, no, people be simping in my chat. Look,
no, but
they
like
said
no,
that
because people are
ending
saying
is-
that Bam is like a simp, and I'm like,
Yeah, I haven't watched this one.
Bam
But
is not a simp because Bam doesn't know shit.
He
that's
doesn't
my
know
point.
Okay, hold
I'm
on,
like,
hold
he's
on,
not a
hold on.
simp. He just
So how
doesn't
can-
know shit. Like
hold up. The way that this show
What?
was described to me was that there's a tower full of a bunch of monsters and shit, and a dude follows a girl into it because he wants to smash. That's literally how
That's
this
not
show
it.
was described.
That is not it. That is not it at all.
he doesn't even.
That is how JoJo described this show to me.
That is definitely
Okay,
not
well,
how I describe
Look,
the show.
I don't know if that's what JoJo said or not. Even if he said that, he probably only said that after.
Yeah, like
Look,
no, it's
It was
it's
while we
super
were all
not that
drunk,
show.
to be fair.
Nobody.
We were all
Okay,
okay.
well, that doesn't count,
Yeah,
man.
like I'm not even coherent when I'm drunk. I don't even.
that
Like,
doesn't count. That's a funny way of describing the show. Like,
yeah,
look,
simp.
look.
Yeah,
Bam is not a simp
Chad is with
simply because. Oh, you like what
I did.
Bam is not a simp simply because Rachel was the first person he ever knew, right? And Rachel formed his from my understanding of this, Rachel formed his perspective of what was happening. And
Yep.
so the person that was taking care of you and formed your perspective of life is like, oh, I'm climbing this tower. Peace. What else are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, and that's the it's the only person you've ever known. She taught you how to speak. Like,
Move on with
she's-
your life like a goddamn alpha.
It,
What
it'd be like-
life?
There is no like. He is like literally. They are in caves.
His
Like,
life is Rachel.
Yeah.
You remember when? You remember
I
when
haven't
Harvey
even watched
Dent?
this show.
Yo,
I'm triggering
you remember
you
when
so
Harvey
hard.
Dent was getting half of his face burned up, and he was like, "Rachel,
Rachel!
Rachel." That's Bam, dude.
It's about what's fair. So,
To be fair, that's more Mr. Freeze. I mean,
stay
I'm
cool.
just saying. You
bird
know what I'm
boy.
talking about.
I'm just realizing a lot of the villains in Batman could be described as simps. Even Joker for
I
Batman.
can't wait for Simp to die. It is the stupidest fucking thing I've heard.
To be fair, it won't die because it fucking came from Cuck, and Cuck has been around for like 2 years already.
Yeah, but
But Cuck is
like
Cuck is
gone.
better, and Cuck has.
Let's not get off topic, guys. Come on.
Thank you. Stan. You're right. We could have gone for a while with
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
get back to
Tower of
Tara.
Cuck. Let's get back to it.
Let me say my piece here. So episode 1, I was intrigued. It wasn't the best thing though, and then I watched episode 2, and everything changed because of Bam or Bam, whatever you want to call him. He is almost a completely different character in episode 2, actually, because in episode 1 he's so.
He has no characterization. Episode.
Yeah, he's like nothing. He's very hollow. And then in episode 2, we see him smile, he's laughing, he's made a friend, and he's even more cheerful over in episode 3. And then they even say in episode 3, like, oh, those are eyes you want to protect, right? And Kuhn's like, yeah, you kind of right. So that's just how it is. And I'm really happy that Bomb is more likable now. Because if he stayed the same as he was in episode 1, I probably would have dropped it real quick. Also, the alligator guy, Rack, I think his name is.
Rack.
He's like a Nosuke. That's why I love him.
Exactly. That's why
Everybody said that to me. Episode 1, and I was like, he serves a similar purpose, but Inosuke is still better than for what Inosuke does. Like Rock, and the thing about Rock, I was willing to write Rock off as providing comic relief until he was the one that was MVP in episode 2.
Yeah.
So therefore, Rock is just actually an incredible character. But Shibisu's my best boy, right?
Shibisu is best boy, 100%.
Shibisu's my boy, right?
Like, although I will say,
Shibisu's the one in the purple
trash suit.
Yeah.
Also played by Batman, aka Hachiman. So
I gotta say,
it's perfect.
It's not Tower of Simps, it's Tower of Ship. Because, I am here for Kabam! Which is the best ship name ever.
Yes.
Kabam!
I'm here for that.
Kabam!
I'm here for it. He's like Kun sees like, oh dude, I went down the same path as you. This girl's this girl could have had something special, but she's a crazy.
My guy, Kabam. Oh, you. All right, I'll let you finish. That was powerful. But no, Kabam will never actuate it. So no matter how this man will still be screaming, Rachel.
No, but he's gonna be there. It's like, dude, it's like Amelia Rem and Amelia Twice, Subaru.
So but
Amelia Twice, love that.
Amelia Twice.
Wait, who is it twice?
Amelia Twice. I said Amelia Twice by accident, but I meant Subaru. Like, but yeah, it's Subaru, Amelia, and Rem. Only it's
Bam,
and some chick who we know.
I'm thinking of Twice for Boku no Hero now.
Twice.
Okay, you see, this is like different people, because when you said Twice, I thought of the K-pop group, so I guess now I should leave.
Get out.
I spent too much time with my friends, the Twice stand.
Why are you telling her to get out when this show is a K-pop opening? And
I don't give a fuck.
And wait, hold on. I can speak to this. So I've listened.
It actually got out.
No, that wasn't Sloan. That was Scott. Scott.
Oh, okay.
Scott's a big K-pop fan. So Scott felt it.
I'm right here.
Well, I love the opening. Stray Kids is fire, and the opening and ending are some of my favorites of the season. But I admittedly have been listening to the Korean versions of both of them way more than the Japanese version, and I just started listening to the Japanese version just because when I vibe to the opening during the streams, I want to know what the fuck I'm saying. So, yeah.
I do the same thing I've done with like every anime OP where I'm just like, na, 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 never let you go, never let you. I just wait for the English part. That's all I do.
So wait, so basically what you did with the Dora OP, you only said "Give me fire," and that was
give me
light it up, baby.
Yeah, just like something, party is over. Although I will say, the people who have been watching the Tower of God stuff have been very kind to me and have not spoiled jack all. But the one thing I have heard, I haven't been spoiled by a single thing. Quality fan base, but I will say this: the one thing that they have said is like, "Oh, if you like Kabam, you in for a good show." I was like, "Oh yeah, like,
okay.
Hell yeah!"
I can get behind it, right? I just think that this nigga is gonna keep.
I could tell it got real
Rachel.
for a second.
He's gonna keep crying out for Rachel. I don't see any other way.
I think he needs to see Rachel do some like nefarious shit.
No matter what Rachel does, he's gonna forgive Rachel. That's how it's just so.
I use this word rarely, but Rachel is trifling. Like Rachel
not trifling.
Rachel up to some shenanigans.
First of all, look.
Oh,
we're not gonna get.
We died in Tower of God. We died.
Well, I'm leaving after this one, so let me finish what.
You guys can keep going if you want. Anyway, I've delayed my thing till 6:15, so go nuts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, well, one thing, all I have to say is that regardless of that, right? It's not gonna change. Nothing's going to change. Rachel can do whatever she wants. The Rachel that he knows is non-existent because he doesn't know shit. He only knows what Rachel offered to him. Who knows what the fuck is going on with Rachel? And he's gonna accept it no matter what. I love Bam. He's gonna accept it, bro. Y'all need to accept that he's gonna accept.
What if he gets gutsed? What if she pulls a what's his face Griffith?
Griffith?
I think she is
Oh.
Griffith.
Well,
like, I
What
straight up,
if
I'm
she
just assuming
rapes and
she's
tortures
Griffith.
Bam? in front
I
of
mean,
her?
she's gonna rape and torture.
Bam, yes, let's go.
He
Right.
definitely gets divided. She gotta do that to Kun for a
Okay,
Dude.
Kun, not Bam, my bad. Yeah, she's got to hold Kun down, rape him in front of Bam while a demon holds him down.
Okay, can we go to Wave Listen to Me? I don't want to listen to
No. No.
I'm sorry, I'm done. Thank you guys for listening.
I will say,
Christ.
Jesse in the chat pointed out something great, and now I can't unsee it because I also. But God, I hope it doesn't go this way because I hated this movie. But Bam is like Finn with Ray.
Yes!
Oh, fuck me.
But that's what I was trying to say with the Harvey Dent thing.
Yeah.
The man never got over Ray the whole. You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Ray.
Even though she loved this weird. We're not talking about Star Wars. We're not talking about Star Wars.
No. Fuck those movies. Anyway,
Wave, listen to me. The last anime we'll be discussing, I believe.
I think so. There's nothing else, right?
Yeah. Woodpecker Detective Office. People like
Wave,
it.
listen to me is
good.
tied.
Wave, listen to me.
Yeah, it's tied with Villainous for my anime of the season. I absolutely adore this series because of Minare. She is the star, and
Top
she
tier.
is, if we ignore Kaguya, she is the waifu of this season. Absolutely. Top
Personally,
tier.
for me, I would agree with you. Even though I founded the church, I still think Minare is my personal this season.
Because she's such a blunt person.
No, she's
And
everything I like
love
in.
that.
She's everything I like in a person. Period. Like she reminds me of myself, but she also, and the things that I like about her are things that I would change about myself. So I'm just like, dude, that I love
Wow.
this. I love this character.
Pretty sick. But Minare, she is I don't know if wanderer is the correct term. I guess so. But like she has like a full-time job and she's not living the best life. She's like 26 or something like that. And she gets drunk almost every night. And then she repeats, goes to work, then gets drunk again. And one night, a guy from a radio show records her and her drunk ramblings, puts it on air, and she races over to the radio station to stop it, and ends up becoming a huge hit with everyone. Because
He was
this
wrong
woman-
for that, though. He was wrong for that.
Yes,
Definitely.
I totally agree. But this woman has a voice that a lot of people either find entertaining or see it as, yo, you said exactly what I was thinking. And I love that. I love a flawed character because she's nowhere near perfect. And it's awesome. I love her banters and everything. It's great.
Can we talk about how good the Seiyu is, too?
One second, Jojo, my Switch died, so that's why I
okay.
disappeared.
I was like, oh, cool. Okay, bye.
I wouldn't just leave you in that way, you know. My Switch died.
It's all good.
Well, I was gonna say the Seiyu is also like relative experience. Incredible job.
Yeah.
The animation's also really good, actually. Because I saw the art style of the manga and I was like, not a big fan of it. So, I like how the anime looks. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
It's super funny. Like,
They make a lot of references, you know, a lot
that's
of
just it. Like,
references.
there's a wild amount of references. I think it, like, I think I just wasn't prepared for it. Because, like, there's, like, the opening scene with the bear. Like,
Yeah.
that whole segment is just so wild and, like, out of place.
I was thrown off by it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Until like I realized it
Yeah.
first, because I was like, "Fuck, is she doing now?" Like I thought it was, and I don't know who's seen Act Age, but if you have read Act Age, you know who Arya is, and I thought it was something like that where she was so into like her radio gig that she would actuate her stories by going out there and doing it. So I was like, she's fighting a bear right now. Then I realized it was all metaphor.
Yeah.
I can get by.
Yeah, and also like just the fact that she's a like she's a waifu that is like gonna go out and have drinks and like she has like a work class job. She's not some fucking like annoying like character. She just feels like a normal person. Like it's good shit.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. It's good stuff.
I like your kimono, Joe.
Thank you.
I
It
was
looks
surprised.
like
I thought
the-
you would have more things to say.
I really like it. Sorry, I was listening to you guys. I really like it. I think that the at first I was a little bit put off by it, like his son says. I wasn't too sure. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Like, what's she doing with the bear? That's like a little bit weird. And then I really enjoyed that back and forth of like switching between the radio studio and then switching between the bear and like all of that kind of stuff. And also, I think that like I said, I think I tweeted about it. I said that it will rely heavily on its like voice acting. And I think that the main girl is a fantastic voice actress. And she kind of reminds me. Last season, I was watching this idol anime called "If My Favorite Idol Gets Into the Budokan, I Will Die," and it reminds me of the main voice actress from that. If you saw that anime, where that anime relied very heavily on her. And it did a very good job. So I think this could be one of the sleeper things because it's being talked about, but not by a lot of people. What are you doing, Jojo?
I'm
I just-
magical girl. Leave me alone.
I was listening to you, Alan, but
I know I
watching
was watching
JoJo transform.
JoJo too, like what is
Hufflepuff?
this?
Henshin.
The way your microphone is finally working, Scott.
Yeah, but Discord hates me today, so.
This is my island wear.
He was trying so hard to get back in on that Tower of God discussion.
I know.
He
I
really,
was like,
he
damn.
really
I was just like, you know what, screw it. It went off the rails anyway. I'm like, you know what?
But
Yeah, we actually have like two really damn good seinens this season,
I know,
and
right?
I'm really happy. I love my seinen. I really do.
Facts. Could use some more Jose in my life, but you know.
Yeah, I could. Mm-hmm.
Yee.
Okay, now that Joda's gonna bench press, we can just
It's like, it's just kind of workout bench on the island.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is
but
my
you don't
workout
even work
area.
out on it. You don't even work out on it. You just sleep.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I just want a nap, and I'm too far from my house. And yeah, you know how it is. You know how it
Wait, is that supposed to be like protein powder right there?
Yeah.
You gotta invite Miles through, dude.
Oh my
Miles would
God.
love that. Oh, you still got the Pennywise Monosaurus!
Pennywise.
Let's go.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
like, the ocean's over there. You know, like everything floats there.
We all float out there. We all float.
You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway,
Before I forget, Scott, do you have Guilty Gear Xrd second rev?
we're in like the end of the podcast, by the way, just so everybody knows. Like that's
The
all.
podcast.
I'm
Okay,
sure.
are
We're just kind of winding down. Now.
this or?
Oh, we're done. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'm
leave
done.
this-
I'm done. I don't know if y'all
Spring
are
season's good, guys. Spring season's really good. Like, but
Yeah.
don't expect much because everything's gonna get delayed. So, but spring season's good apart from that.
Yeah.
Even okay, I
Now
will
look
say
at this
even
music
with the things that were supposed to air this season that were outright delayed from the jump, this season is still incredible so far.
Hey, that's right. Especially like we were supposed to get ReZero, and it's just like
Imagine
Oregairu.
if we had those out here.
It'd be wild.
This podcast would have been an extra hour.
Oh yeah, 100%.
just off of ReZero.
Yeah. But that's. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
At this
Yay.
point, I've taken to kind of just wandering around my town, so I feel like we've reached the end of the stream.
Puff.
All right.
Well, you gotta guess
Ew,
Hufflepuff.
This is like 2 hours.
You better not
You
have.
know what? I think we did well because I feel like that was shorter than usual. Like,
Yeah.
It
it's
was.
only-
Normally it's like 3 hours.
Right.
Usually, I'm used to finishing these podcasts at like midnight my time, so
Oh my
I think I
god.
did very good.
I think that's why I'm having a hard time like wrapping it up because I'm like, wow, we're done like way earlier than we normally are.
It's fine.
But yeah.
Bye to the people.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Isekai podcast might become like a news thing for a few weeks, because I mean, a lot
Don't
of
say that.
Yeah.
Follow him on Twitter. We don't know. Follow
like,
him on Twitter.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I don't know about these fools, these herbs, but I know like I will be streaming.
With or without us, don't listen to him. It may or may not.
Yeah, it may not happen, but I mean like it may. It depends on if I feel like making like 3 extra videos every week. I don't think I will. I think I'd rather.
Well, as more things inevitably get delayed, this might be the only outlet to discuss this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it does become a thing, it'll be like the same time, I assume. Like it'd be like 3 p.m. on Saturdays, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hype man.
But that's it. If you enjoyed today's stream, then go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Do that thing where you like the video. Boop the up snoot. Yep, I'm gonna end it.
Do
on
it for
that.
Chica.
Do it for Chica.
Do it for Chica.
Boop the up snoot.
I love that. Wait, make that a thing.
Boop the up snoot.
Please. Yes.
Boop the up snoot. Share if you care. And
I like that one too.
And we will talk to you again very soon. Everybody's channels are linked in the description. And we're dead. And we died.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say we're out. I wanted to get that in at the end.